All right, here we go. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome on this live stream. Sorry for a long delay, but I had some urgent things to do. So, let's get started. Happy Tuesday, everybody. And let's see where the market is going today. Yesterday was quite, I don't know how to name it, but it was quite, I don't know, just a sideways day. Barely hard to find any entry point for the market. So yeah, it is what it is. But today we got something to see on the market. It's pretty obvious that we are retested 62,600 this night, and yeah, right now we're kind of pushing to the upside. We're looking at 63 800. And right now, you can see the market right there is just, it kind of looks like it got some type of flag or developing some type of wedge over here, which means it could potentially push to the upside somewhere around the levels like 63, 300 or something. Um, from bigger picture, we can see over here that we are currently in some kind of sideways at $63,000, which is not so surprising to be honest, especially if we get back and take a look on these on this chart over here. We talked about it yesterday. This moving average 200, which still kind of holding price a little bit back off. And as we know already, that the markets, the crypto market and Bitcoin market is kind of red on September. So, well, we still kind of we move it to really good to say at least. Like the September started right there on 58,400, which means right now, like, we still got few days to close this month. However, we still got the price pretty higher than the opening of this month. So that's probably going to be first of September. That's going to be green, which is kind of cool that we are witnessing this one right now. So shout out to everybody who kind of expecting green months. I'm expecting October to be green. This month still under the question. However, I don't really think that we're gonna came down to 58,000. That's I mean it's not even feasible right now because we're kind of still far away from it. What we kind of could could do there is that this kind of sideways, only if they're gonna be like a Bar's head type of thing, then we're gonna have some kind of rejection to the downside in the end of the month, where we can get retest of this moving average. You can see they popping out right there, and they are just moving towards the price. So, which means that in this breakout from this trend line, also can be retested once if the price going to break through 62,000, which means there is an opportunity to go there. If we're going to get there, that's going to be an amazing opportunity for taking longs. And then we could go to the upside from here on the October. But there is another option there where we can get a rejection from 62 and pull to the upside from this area. So um, I mean, in terms of intraday setup, that's kind of looking um, it's kind of looking hard to tell that we're gonna pull to the upside or pull to the downside from this zone. It's obvious that if we're gonna play with the levels, and if we're gonna break through 62s, if we're gonna break through 64s or 65s, that's gonna propel prices to the upside or to the downside. But in either case, we're gonna see some market movement to these areas before actual reaction, right? So So right now, I'm kind of looking for positive on the market. However, I see that okay, we already in the market for what? Like we started at 12:30, so right now it's also about half of the hour we in the market, and and at the moment you can see over here that the volume is so low. It's really low. The volume is just drying out. You can see over here that yesterday we got more volume than today. Obviously, the weekends are usually low on the volume. That's quite normal. And you can see over here Thursday and Friday was actually low on the volume as well. So anyway, this area is low on the volume, and I think it's all because most of the traders kind of waiting for some kind of reaction from some key level. Um, we got really nice pull to the upside, and since then, I don't really think that there is too much sellers on the price. There is a chance that we're gonna see some level like 60 300 again, but once again, it's mm, I'm not gonna put my bet on the short, right? So I'm not gonna trade the short to the downside over here because I'm kind of looking for move to the upside. Actually, I'm looking for creating new higher high. Everybody's talking about that. We're talking about that many weeks already, and I mean since August we're talking about creating new higher high. So waiting, kind of patiently waiting. It's sometimes it's better to not have a trade than have a bad one. Sometimes it's good to try. Like sometimes you just put some small money in the trade, small risk in the trade, and try to give it a shot. And see what happens. It's also a good approach, but right now, I don't see that to be the case that we're gonna need to pull money over here, either to short, either to the upside. We can set up some kind of entry zone like 6,300 or $63,000. That's the areas where you can set up something like entry zone. But in like and what I'm kind of expecting from the market and what actually market is doing all the time, it's that you can wait for this kind of entry like forever, or you can be wrong, or the market could just turn a little bit differently around this area and around these numbers. So you're gonna be washed out, or in the moment you're gonna think, okay, it's a end of the world. I'm gonna pull my stop losses. I'm gonna pull these orders, things like this happening. So that's why I'm kind of leaning towards looking for some setup, and I'm leaning towards looking for intraday setup as well, especially since I changed my approach on the trading from swing trading to day trading. And so we're talking about the Bitcoin a lot, and let's switch over and take a look on what is market doing over here on the indices. So Nasdaq, so the tech companies right here. Um, Yesterday was tremendously bad day for Nasdaq. You can see how many swings are there. So this basically like a spread trading over here. It's nothing to do. Um, I mean, I tried to spot some entry, but I glad I didn't take any because over here you can see the market is just doing nonsense. It's pulling to the upside, pulling to the downside, upside to the downside, many times. Um, so I mean that's kind of crazy. And today you can see over here. I hope somebody could catch this move, but I didn't even take a shot. Over here we got the fake out from 99.50, and we kind of rejecting from this zone of 20,000, which I think we got to go above it. I think we got to go above it because S&P 500 actually is an all-time high back again. And let's take a look on S&P from this chart. So from 4 hour time frame. So you can see over here the S&P is an all-time high region again. So I'm kind of expecting from the Nasdaq to do the same. It's kind of trying to catch, but we got these tech companies pulling to the upside, but some of them not pulling so hard. Some of them just getting corrections and things like this. So that's why Nasdaq is kind of behind of S&P, because S&P is actually um, not only tech companies. So yeah, so that's why they pull into the upside um, bigger than Nasdaq. So um, right here, right there, I'm kind of looking for the potential long over here. I'm going to buy one contract to see how it goes. Pretty interesting price action. Just I'm gonna use one contract. I'm not gonna risk too much. Just to see how it goes. Once again, for those who watching for the first time, or maybe not, I don't know. Uh, I already told you guys that for the Nasdaq, I'm still kind of learning about the Nasdaq, about how to trade Nasdaq, and for me, it's a new market. I don't want to risk too much on this, especially on such areas like this. So I'm taking it slowly. Sometimes small is big. So yeah. Um, so I'm leaning towards small entries, small stop loss, and small take profit over here. Nothing too crazy. It looks like it could go higher because we created new higher low. We created higher high over here. So if we're gonna push through 950, that's gonna be amazing. And I'm looking for 60 63s over here. So it seems like Bitcoin is not on the move today. It looks like it's just lacking liquidity, lacking of price action. Once again, potential flag shape over here on 30-minute time frame, 50-minute time frame is also looks like this. However, could be anything because I mean this liquidity is really low, and there is a potential for any move because it depends on the market maker and depends on the big player. If they're gonna I don't know if they want to pull the market, they can do this because right now we don't see too much of liquidity over here. And I think from those numbers that we saw yesterday, that MicroStrategy acquired more Bitcoin, other ETFs got inflows and things like this, and all this happened while Bitcoin was on the rise last week. So, which means they are already in the trade, they're already waiting for the profits. Potentially, they taken some small profits over here, but I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. So right now, lack of liquidity, no trade over here. And Nasdaq is kind of moving towards our take profit. Really nice area. So over here, so you can see we crossed this level. Next level is 9060. Sorry, 963, 966 is the next level over here in this area, this zone. Kind of messy chart already, but yeah, we kind of having a lot of higher lows over here, another higher highs over there. So technically, it's gonna be moved to the upside, but I mean, I will not be surprised if we're gonna get the same price action as yesterday. It's gonna be a shitty day, actually, garbage. So next, let's take a look on Ethereum, for example, where we at on Ethereum. So Ethereum's kind of bouncing off this resistance zone. Didn't touch 700, or touched, yeah, it touched 700, 704. So which means it's cool. It's actually cool that we touched 704. I mean, in terms of price action, it's got some type of um megaphone type of thing that is pointed upwards, that's potential for structure. So this is already a structure. So we got breakout structure. Then we got this. I'm sorry. Let me try this again. So we got the breakout structure over here. Then we got start of this consolidation structure right there. So what is next? It's probably going to pull to 700 once again. Maybe from 5 600, maybe a little bit lower. So we got some levels over there, and then to 800. I'm kind of expecting to 800. That's key level, and it's key level for breakout from this area. And I'm hoping that we're gonna get this. Um, I mean, I don't trade um, Ethereum at the moment, but I'm kind of leaning towards that. If we're gonna break through to 800, there's gonna be amazing opportunity for the market and for the altcoins as well. So that's why I'm kind of checking it. I'm kind of looking for these levels and trying to spot some interesting um, zones and maybe trades. So over here is ARB. We discussed this one with Brian. Shout out to Brian. Is a real OG on the channel. Now, the guy is basically legend. I mean, he was us for almost like 5 years, I guess. And I mean, his support was always tremendous support for the channel, tremendous support for me, and always support for the team members as well. We got a few guys in the chat that you know looking for some questions, looking for some answers, and Brian is always there to help us out and to give us a hand. So shout out to this big legend. And so this chart for him, we discussed this one in Telegram. And um, this kind of interesting setup. We got this move, like Adam Eve. We still got rejection from this area of 62, so we need to break through this. And I mean, we discussed last time. We discussed a lot about altcoin dominance and how they are going to mm, they need to break out basically, and they are in a structure that could lead to potential breakout. And so IRB and other coins in watch list, they are in the brink of breakout, so they are really close to some really actually good move. However, the market is sometimes unpredictable, and sometimes we see the similar shapes. Sometimes we see similar patterns, and they act differently. So we're not going to be relaxed. We're not going to be like, oh my god, this is bull market to the moon, baby. So we're going to be stay focused. We're going to be concentrated on our take profits. We're going to concentrate on our stop loss areas. Not we're not going to gamble on this one. So that just measure it, entry, measure it, stop loss, and things like this. This is how it works. You don't have to gamble on this one. Don't get random shit bag of altcoins, tokens, whatever, and just hold it for years. It's stupid. Sometimes it's like I know only a few guys who actually did succeed on this type of strategy where they bought a bag of coins and then they got not tremendously rich, but they got some good profits. But most of who I know who just blindly follow it, some random YouTuber or I don't know some other influencers over local influencers and things like this, they got ourselves in this trap. They bought a lot of altcoins, they bought a lot of tokens, and they never give a sorry shit about the stop loss, about this type of things, and they just sitting with the bag that is like minus 70% of drawdown, and that's what they currently having. And in order to recover from that, they need to take I don't know. The market should make new all-time highs in every sector, and that's tremendously hard to do actually. So don't be that type of guys. Plan your trades, plan your entries, plan your stop loss, plan your take profits. Don't hesitate to hit stop loss. Don't hesitate to take profit. That's that's what you need to do. Sometimes, like for example, when we're trading such a short distance, like when we're trading 30-second time frames, it's uh, it's been hesitant for me. For example, many times when I kind of wanted to change my stop loss, wanted to change my take profit, and I mean, I'm rewinding my videos, rewinding my um, trades. I can see that where I did a mistake. Like I can see where I did that, where I moved the stop loss, why it took me to losses instead of profits and things like this. So in swing trading and when you investing in some altcoins, that's also the case. But your time frame is kind of bigger, and so that's why you kind of lose focus on this type of things. So once again, placing stop loss is always a good option. Um, like Binance, Bybit, they all have pretty much similar um, tools where you can set up stop loss, when you can set up take profit. And they now have some type of grid bots where you can buy and sell at the same time on these assets. So like for example, if you're expecting RB or other altcoin to go up or down, you can set up grid bot. It's gonna place a buys in certain area, it's gonna place a stop loss in certain area, and it's gonna sell uh just with a small take profit from each entry in making average profits on your position. So which is kind of cool. Back in the days we didn't have these opportunities, and right now it's kind of even simpler to trade on the spot than it was 5 years ago. um, and right now you can do it on the exchange, because previously you have to go off the exchange, you have to go to some services that took your API keys and start trading for you. That was um, some services wasn't so safe. Some services still not safe, they not providing a lot of transparency. Uh, so yeah, so that's why you kind of need to use it on exchange. That's where the most safety is come from. So once again, the altcoins is on the brink of some kind of breakout. So what I want to do is just say to you that okay, if you take a trade, make sure you're following stop loss. Make sure you're following your risk management. That's important. Don't go blindly on the trades. That's where you're gonna be roasted. Like you're gonna be roasted if you're not following basic rules of risk management and trading. Once again, over here, Gala, we discussed this one again. There is a few interesting entries that I mentioned. Like we discussed it, Gala, I think a few weeks ago. Uh, so again, another chart with Adam Eve shape. We got the breakout from downtrend resistance over here. More to see over here as well. So right now we kind of trying to break through this. So I got this circular area. So if we're gonna break through 2,200, that's gonna be a good spot for taking profit to 400, to 500, and to 7,600, something like this. So this kind of areas, this kind of zones where you can take profits, put some take profits on this zone. That's gonna be good. Solana, discussed this yesterday. I'm kind of looking for some type of rejection, and we're already having this. Look at 4 hour time frame. So right here we got, I don't know, some type of triangle building up, where from which we can go to the upside or we can go to the downside to take liquidity from here, and then go to the 160, 170. That's the area where you can find Solana next, I think. And you can see from let's take a look on 8 hour time frame. So there we have um, so we kind of have hybrid triangles. So we got here this descending triangle with a flat bottom. and we got this long-term trend line. It's actually not a trend line; it's actually parallel line from other trend. So it's a kind of weak spot, but it's proven to be work, and it's right now it's working good, and so I'm looking towards moving to the upside, and I'm looking towards move to these resistance line, which line right here. So that's area of 170, 160. That's for Solana. Um, what we got next? Let me check on Nasdaq where we at. So we didn't hit a stop loss, which is good. So we basically entered really nicely on this breakout. We can see market is trying to create some kind of type of structure over here. Some trend line right there, which could be an indicator of the reversal. Um, I'm gonna hold this trade up to this area of 63. I really would like to hold it for more because we got higher highs, higher lows and things like this. Probably we're gonna get even higher to 20,000. I don't know. Um, let's see. I'm gonna. I'm not gonna expect a lot from the market. I'm gonna just, you know, I'm gonna try to take some. I'm gonna try to take some measured small moves. Once again on Nasdaq, I'm still training, so new market for me. Bitcoin, meanwhile, did nothing. um, so interesting movement, but not for a trade. Not for a trade today. Gonna switch a little bit over here. Yep. So, where we at on the coin market cap? Let me check. So on coin market cap, we are pretty much in the same place, same spots for everybody. Um, not much. Uh, well, nothing really changed so far. We got near to go a little bit higher. You can see over here on this chart that near is pulling to the upside, which is kind of nice. Once again, I said this. Said I'm gonna say this again. I'm kind of waiting for altcoins to move towards upside. That's how it looks from many standpoints. Well, what else? Look at the fear and greed index. It's not where anywhere near, um, not anywhere near to fear anymore. we kind of we kind of got to the area of neutral. We are um, we are moving to greed side, right? So we already in some kind of almost in the green area of this um, I don't know, tachometer or what is it? So uh, so yeah, it's kind of interesting. It's kind of cool to see market going from this depression state and leaning towards some bull side. Um, So a little bit of rejection from here. Again, no, basically no liquidity or whatsoever. Volume is still kind of low. We got a lot of choppiness and we got a lot of emptiness in the candlesticks. I don't really like this type of market when we don't have liquidity. So basically, it looks like that the big players are just not playing in the games in these areas, or they waiting for something, or they just already in the positions and they just waiting for some more juicy areas. I don't know if either to the upside or to the downside. However, it looks like they are waiting. They not participating in this type of um, price action. And we don't do this as well. Right now I'm focusing more on the Nasdaq. Um, we got in the entry over here on the breakout from this flag stuff. Um, right now we got small breakout from this trend line. There is a could be opportunity for small downside and then pull to the upside once again. Um, so looks pretty safe. I mean, I can even move my stop loss right there to basically break even. Uh, just because I can. Just because you can see over here the market is creating a higher low situation. I mean, I don't know. I don't really want to sit there and waiting for. So once again, let's reevaluate our levels right there on these 9963. So this is where the level where we take the profits. And it's also area of this high and this high. So that's kind of sticky area, I guess. We're gonna see some more movements towards these areas. Um, I mean, not perfect chart in terms of in terms of how easy it's to understand. It's not easy. Definitely, it's not easy chart, but especially from yesterday. Um, if I don't know if the market's kind of expecting the same behavior from yesterday, but then we're gonna stick in this area of 90, 30, 99, 40s. So that's gonna be tough if we're gonna stick in this area. So let's see. I mean, I'm not expecting too much over here. I'm not expecting too much. We got some weak breakouts, some retest of this level once again, and man, let's synchronize our levels with left and right chart. So in order to do this, it's actually really simple. So if you got split charts on the trading view or in your exchange, you can do this really easy. So you put the level, and as long as you have the same instrument on the left and the right, you can put a right click on this drawing and click on sync in layout. That's gonna synchronize your drawing, like line or level or I don't know whatever you have there. It's gonna synchronize it between the charts, so that's gonna be easier. Oh yeah, we gotta take profit over here. Yeah, boy. Yeah, we need to change this a little bit. This so you got really good um spot trade, like uh spot for a trade. We got really good breakout from this small flag right there, and then just breakout from through the level in market. And we just pick up the trades from this. You can see over here that's from this long week, and market starts rejecting right there. I don't know if we're gonna hold this level or we're gonna break through. That's kind of interesting. I don't really want to take any longs or shorts at the moment. I just want to see how the market is going to, you know, we just got the Chicago Open, and so you can see right here we kind of having some type of new high, lower low, and this kind of price action reminds me in another megaphone or expanding triangle. Um, I mean, we took a profits on this short squeeze. Wow, this I mean, this is huge luck. I mean, but because often that's like market is just like missing like a few ticks and you got with nothing, right? You got with a stop loss. But we got lucky today. We got lucky. Um, so small bump in the volume, but not enough on the Bitcoin as well. So it seems like the Chicago Open is also playing major role over here. So you can see the pop in the volume exactly at 1330. So yeah, and Nasdaq is same, the same. But Nasdaq having a huge, bigger bump in the volume. So sellers step in on this opening of the Chicago, and we see that I don't know if we're gonna create a new lower low. There's gonna be a change in the momentum, or it's gonna just uh, confirm that we don't have momentum. So, I mean, I see momentum to the upside because we got higher highs, higher lows on the bigger time frame, and we also have a VWAP right here. So it might be that these traders from Chicago they just trying to take liquidity from VWAP and then move to the upside. So, um, I'm gonna observe this and see how it goes. Don't really want to rush any trade over here. Bitcoin pops slightly to the upside, but still in the same range. We're kind of bouncing off $100 from 63,400 up to 63,500, which is absolutely nothing for Bitcoin. For Bitcoin, we're looking for moves like from 63 to 64, from 64 to 62. You know, that's kind of type of things that we're looking for from Bitcoin. But $100 trade, it's not a trade for Bitcoin. It's often lead. I mean, that's let leave this for the algos and spread traders that's trying to squeeze just something from this. All right. A new lows over here, pushing lower. I mean, this is huge luck that we got take profit on this print. I mean, it's nice. Yesterday we didn't have any trade because markets was just boring, and it's often like this. Like it's often like when the market is just boring. You sit in the front of screen. You kind of waiting for some action to start, some pattern to pop in, and just nothing, And it's often like if you rush on the trade, if you kind of squeeze the trade out of nothing, that's gonna just it's gonna just kill you. It's often like this. So so for me, I'm taking like slow approach over here, looking for my setups that I like and setups that I know, and it's often like you can get used to some setups on the market, and in the market is kind of changing its behavior, like a chameleon, and it's just doing different thing. So you have to adapt anyway, and um, so yeah, that's tremendously hard sometimes. So we're testing the VWAP over here on the Nazi, and looks kind of interesting. It looks kind of interesting. Let's see if we can hold this area. So this area, I mean, 9913, and it's area of VWAP right there. I mean, there is potential for reversal right there. This level is kind of interesting. I mean, we could have moved to the upside, but I'm pretty sure that the both sides is trying to push on their way. And I mean, I don't really want to take on this kind of risks over here. That's nothing for me. On Bitcoin's kind of having small breakout to the upside, really tiny breakout. Once again, $100 to the upside. We're still in this small, uh, I mean, this kind of range is kind of flag, or I mean, you see this. I'm pretty sure you see this, and we are mm, had some bump in the volume, tiny bump in the volume over here. Let's see. Maybe we can get breakout from 63,700 and then go to the 64s, 64 500s. Who knows? I'm gonna quickly scan through some news that popping in today. Um, got something. We got really something. Vice Chief Investment Officer says the most powerful people in finance are allocating to crypto. Okay, cool. Um, People Bank, the People Bank of China, um, inject $140 billion in the financial system, which could lead to Bitcoin rally. And why I'm saying it could be because it happened in the past when it's coincidence with these injections in the economy of China, and then we see the pop on the Bitcoin. So there is a high chance for that. So we can look in on this. And they also announced China also announced multiple rate cuts, and I think about 50 base points as well. So they also going to decrease interest rate by 50 base points. They also want to lower rates for existing mortgages, and lower rates for existing mortgage, and lower rates for the mortgage rates, whatever. Um, so they kind of going to cut the rates like US did just recently, and we already saw how it impacted the market. We already saw how the US uh, rate cut impacted the market. The Bitcoin just, it didn't have any opportunity to break since many time. Like we got where we got it September 18. So September 18 we got the breakout from 60,000. That was the spark that actually gave the market this small push to the upside from 60s up to 63s. So next on the line is China rate cuts, so it might push some sparks as well. So let's wait on this. Let's wait on this. Um, so we're still in this flag. It could be a fast trade, like if we're gonna get breakout from 63. What is this? 63 689. So this level right there, it's also synchronized on my chart. So you can see if we're gonna pop from this level, that could be a potential move to the upside. It could be a potential breakout from this flag. So there is the chance to go higher, you know. And their Nasdaq is still kind of pushing to the downside, still pushing to the VWAP. Let's see. I mean, I'm not entering this type of trade. Breaking out from 990 915. Let's see if it can actually flush to the downside for VWAP, or it's just tickling, just tickling this line. And if we're gonna get um, enough liquidity from the market, it could just push to the upside from here. That's another option. But it also could be, uh, you know, it could be just a pulse trading around this level and then push to the downside. So Well, I'm kind of waiting for some kind of reaction over here. Bitcoin is not moving. Um, I mean, this kind of price action doesn't lead to some decision to me. I don't see short, I don't see long over here, so kind of. Mm, Overall, I'm kind of biased to the upside, but not from this point, not from this one. Back again to Bitcoin, nothing actually happening. Like really nothing. We kind of get some liquidity in this type of right. Like for last 15 minutes, we got some kind of liquidity jump in. Uh, that's not that we had hour ago. It's a little bit. That's better than nothing, right? So, but no move at all. I don't know. Maybe we can check some other coins and things like this. Where we can check this one. Let's take a look on the Dogecoin. What how it's doing actually? The OG. So the market of altcoins is kind of once again it's trying to it's already on the brink of breakout, and you can see over here on the Dogecoin we are right exactly at breakout area. Look at this trend line. This is a huge trend line to the downside, and we already are trying to pop from it. So I'm pretty sure that the next move is going to be a big one. Um, Once again, I'm pretty sure about that, and I also have my stop loss. So I also have my stop loss in order to protect my entry over here. So my entry was there 106. My entry was simple 106. Um, and I'm kind of waiting for this one. I'm waiting this on stop on spot. I'm sorry. I got this stop loss around 101. Nothing too crazy. I'm waiting for like maybe 25-30% move to the upside. Um, I'm not really sure if that's the moment for mega trade on, on Dogecoin. But it looks like it's gonna have some huge potential to the upside. Huge. I'm talking huge numbers. But we're gonna see. That's the point of it. We're gonna see. We're gonna try. We're gonna try this, try that. That's only the way how you can manage this one. Another interesting finding, it's ENA. It's like in liquidity over here in the bottom, but it's created really nice double bottom shape over here, double butt shape. I don't know, and pushing to the upside really nicely. I really like how it looks. It's just got this bullish type of channel wedge, whatever. And I'm pretty sure that it's gonna go higher, maybe 34, 38s, 37s, and 34s once again. So these levels proven to be good, proven to be levels that you can look for and try to lean on. Um, so then the level of invalidation probably 28s, maybe 27s. And I'm not insisting to enter right now. I'm kind of missing this trade. I wanted to enter this one, but I missed this one. I missed this because I just didn't pay attention to this, and I missed this trade. I really wanted. From standpoint, like if you're looking for entry from jumping in from somewhere, let's say from current price, the take profits are not good. mm, Reward risk ratio, not really good, but so that's why I don't really like it. I don't really want to jump in on this zone, just because we got so tight, um so tight area to the upside and so big area to the downside. So I mean, not for me. I missed this one. That's frustrating, but I don't want to catch this one. What else do we have here? Flux is also on some kind of nice, on some nice move, on some really nice move right there. Some levels, level, level. So you can see how I pick up level. It's really easy. You just see high demand zones, high demand areas, and just pop, 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 and another pop. That's like this. So we got the breakout from downtrend line. That's good. We got some type of, I don't know, maybe it's crab or whatever it is. What is this? Who knows the patterns? Is this a crab or it's a diamond? I don't know. It's something. I'm kinda pretty sure that it is just something. That's the pattern I would call something, right? So that's potentially this is the diamond pattern, right? So like if I'm gonna continue drawing this type of thing, and just kind of it's real diamond. I mean, look at this guy. I mean, this is diamond. This is true diamond. Wow. Um, that's kind of drawing on fire. I mean, this is really on fire. I hope it's gonna be a move like real diamond. That's actually cool. uh, guys, I didn't set up it. It just like I check the chart. Okay, whoa, stop me. Okay, where we could go. Let's put stop loss 10%, 10.2%. Risk about 1% to the downside. What about the levels? What about the levels? What we got here from daily? Whoa. Look at this cap and handle over here. Look at this cap and handle. Boop. Um so levels. Let's get to the levels. I looking for this one. Um Pretty obvious ones is just this. This right. This pretty obvious another one there. Another one there. Yep. Pretty heavy levels, but yeah. Oh, it's kind of interesting point to enter this one. This is the heavy area of almost $1. So $1 is going to be psychologically heavy. So it's kind of 50% to the upside is possible to the move. Well, it's kind of cool. And I guess this type of uh, patterns you don't see often. You don't see often this type of patterns. So, guys, give me thumbs up for this one. I mean, this is something different. I didn't saw this before. So hit the thumbs up below this video just for this drawing. I mean, it's pop out to my eye, and I just started to doing this. Um, Shout out to those legends who just click the like button. Appreciate you all. So interesting one. Flux. So this is Flux. Let's take a look. Maybe it's having some kind of issues. Maybe it's having some type of news or something. Community update. Flux IE internal testing. So nothing new over here. What people talking about this one? Updated September 20. So some guys posting it about it as well. Okay. What about the mines? Last time, half months ago, good entry, small profit loss. Okay, good. So this is a kind of sentiment, so some kind of sentiment analysis over here. No big news over there, but who cares? More technicals. What is going to tell us? I mean, it's kind of cool, but I don't really lean on these numbers at all. Like weird. Okay, that's bullshit. Um, so it's kind of cool chart. I like it. I hope you like it too. Thanks you guys for those likes. I really appreciate you guys. Um, I see you guys watching. This is amazing too. Those who watching, you guys are legends. You guys real legends. This was talk about the veracity yesterday as well. We're still in kind of same area, looking for some rejections and things like this. We got some, distracted by this longer time frame charts. Let's take a look what is happening on Bitcoin. We got the breakout from this 63 689. Wow, that's something. So the liquidity is looking like liquidity is just jumping. This is some kind of breakout from here. I'm gonna switch to 50-minute time frame just to get a glimpse how it looks. So we got more resistance there than here, right? So got more price bumps around these areas. So that's interesting. So let's try to set up this one. I'm gonna enter a smaller position size. I'm gonna try. I don't really think that we need to enter right now because you can see over here we kind of leaning to the downside slightly, but whatever, could be different, could change. Nasdaq. Let's take a look on the Nasdaq. Man, this is heavy sideways. I mean, it's obviously that's got chopped for everybody. It's, they chopping the bears, they chopping bulls over here. I mean, it looks like it's gonna go to the downside from this level because we are popping to this level many times. But this kind of long type of shadow, that's where I'm concerned. Like I'm in concern. What about Bitcoin? Slight rejection here. I mean, I really want to get some good entry, but I don't see that it's gonna pull like hard to the upside. Hmm. Let's take a look on this chart. I'm gonna delete these lines for God's sake. I don't really need this. 1 hour time frame. So we got a news. We got a news. Consumer confidence just pop in, other than expected, right? So that it seems like that's the market actually moving on that news. We see injection of liquidity right here in the Bitcoin of that, and right now on the Nasdaq, we kind of still in the sideways. We kind of still on the VWAP. So we might take a long here, but I don't know. Oops. I also have plans to share some charts on the trading view. I'm actually preparing some good chart for you guys. I hope you're gonna check this one lately today. Um, and I want to remind you that tomorrow I'm probably not gonna be on the live stream. I need to go another town to make some papers, and so that's why it's not really comfortable to make a live streams on the go. I kind of tried that experience in the past, but right now I don't really want to screw the quality of the stream, just to get on the stream, And I really want to have more quality time on in trading, and more confident you feel about the market, more confident you feel about your setup, the more better your trades are. So that's why I don't want to trade on the go in the as well as for streaming. So there are probably no streams for the rest of this week. Um, if I'm gonna find some good good opportunity to take a stream and take a trade, I'm gonna notify you in Telegram, so don't miss on that. So right there, Bitcoin is rejected from this level, create a double top right there. Liquidity is kind of popping in. You can see the volume is kind of heating up a little bit. That's a potential flag right there, but I'm leaning towards that this kind of still weak structure. It's really hard area to break. It's hard area to trade as well. So Nasdaq as well is kind of. I mean, it just doesn't move like I would like to see this. It seems like it's gonna drop a little bit more, but I don't know, man. I really don't want to take a trade in such zone. It looks like they're trying to sell this. They're trying to push it to the downside. So it seems like other companies are is weak at the moment, so that's why we see this kind of move. I would like to check some stocks, but I think I have a delay on that one. So, like for example, Apple. So Nasdaq. I'm pretty sure I have a delay over here. No, no delay. Good. So you can see over here that the opening was quite a weak. We still got this gap, so over a weekend gap on the Apple. I'm pretty sure that we're gonna see uh some move to the downside from here. Let's move to the 1 minute time frame. Yeah, you can see over here that the downtrending on the day. So they're probably gonna push it lower to 126. That's where it's probably gonna drag all these indexes as well. So you can see that right now already we are pushing downwards. We created new lower low. So wow, we got a huge flush to the downside. The news just popping in there, so they selling on this one. I'm glad we didn't long on Bitcoin this one, so we can see that flushing to the downside. Um, Apple right there is flushing to the downside. What about our coins? So you can see Ethereum as well started to flush to the downside, and pretty much everything started to flush to the downside on this news. So the confidence is not so confident. So here we go. We got small flash to the downside. You can see the Solana is losing like from 148 down to from 146. So that's where you should have stop loss in your trading. That's why you have to have stop losses. You will not trade good without them. So just one single small news and your day is screwed. So I'm really glad that we managed to take profits because otherwise we could get a loss. I'm really glad that we didn't open a long here on the potential breakout from the flag, right? So that's why I'm not always trading blindly over like I see something I just trade. No, that's not the case. It's always about a feeling. You try to this, you try that. Man, you can try to scratch the trade with a small position size. That's gonna be better option than you know go all in and took a huge loss. So I'm really glad that we didn't take any trade in this moment. Good short opportunity. Good short opportunity for those who catch it this short. I mean, shout out to those legends who took a short, but I mean, that was kind of you can see how tight it was before the news print. It was really really tight, and then just pop and move to the downside. Really good move from the Nasdaq. It could be really profitable short, and from Bitcoin, it's kind of pulling to the downside right now, and it's important to see how it's gonna react over here at 63 170 1675. Let's see if we can break through 63 150. 63 170 150. Yep, we pull into the downside. Yep. So it's just flush into the downside from here. That's kind of trade you don't want to have, especially if you are not on the long side, especially if you're trying to get long. That's not the best markets situation. Let's do a poll over here, guys. I'm gonna send the poll over here. Um, let's say um, I'm trying to set up some poll, but I cannot. Hmm. Hey, I'm gonna try to send some a in the chat. Yep, I got the chat, but unfortunately, I cannot access the poll. Um, I don't know why I cannot do a poll. Sorry, guys. Anyway, let pop in the chat. What do you think? If we're gonna close the day um, above or below $63,000? Let me know what you think in the chat. Will we above or below 63,000? Um, so I don't have, for some reason, I don't have the ability to make a poll right now. Above or below $63,000 on HC. So I don't know. Say A or B for. I see Sylvain in the room right here. Fell to Sylvain. Maybe until 62,500. That's a good guess. I mean, there is a chance for that. I see that as well. That's another level right there, and we're kind of in the same zone over here for that one. I mean, that sell off was quite dense. It wasn't that like big sell off to the to the south side, like with a $2,000 move. It was just like a small $500 move to the downside. However, it felt dense. I mean, it felt dense. So, all right, we got on the Nasdaq, we got below 900 19,827, which means we enter it lower lows over here from this zone. We got another lows at 97.65. So we just got breakout from this trend line over here, which is a bad sign. I mean, there's a potential for short. We're still in a short setup, and the news still coming to the other traders, to the other areas of the market and the other areas of the world. So there is a chance that we're gonna keep pushing to the downside slightly over here. And what about Bitcoin? I mean, Sylvain said 65, 62,500. I think I'm kind of agree with that. It's kind of the level that we could expect, especially we did touch this area from this zone. Look at this. We got this. You can see that on this area at 63 100. Um, Tonight we got some price movements. We got some structures, and we kind of touched this area, uh, which means to me that we already breaking some rules of impulse structure. I mean, for move to the upside. So we're gonna see that, and we're gonna find out how it's gonna go. Right now, we got small rejection. I mean, it's why I'm telling it's small because we don't have a huge week to the downside on 30-second time frame, and this move was quite small compared to those moves that we had in FOMC, uh, FOMC meeting. And after the FOMC meeting, look at these moves. We got like big move to the upside, like from 60 to 59, from 59 to 61, 62, 63, and so on. And right now we're just having this, small move to the downside. I'm really glad that we didn't take any trades in this area. Right there, small rejection, possible double bottom over here. Um, it's a chance that there is a chance like those traders who took a risky short from this area where we was just an hour ago. They then again there is some accumulation of shorts going on, accumulation of longs going on, some washed away, some stop out, and so this area right here, that's the area where small take profits going on. So where there's um, those traders who scalping this move, they taking some profits in this area. So this is my uh, breakdown of this movement. And right here in Bitcoin, um, we kind of move it to 63,450. That's just a middle of this range. Let's put 30-minute time frame, 1 hour time frame. So on 1 hour time frame, you can see how long these shadows are, and it just only means that the intraday trading is going on in some kind of range. That's that's what it actually means. Um, and those 500 ranges are actually really hard to trade. I remember that in the August we got some decent entries. However, we was washed away by such areas where the price is just bouncing off $500 up and down. Um, you left with nothing basically. Um, let's take a look on altcoins. What the altcoins is doing is also rebounding slightly rebounding on this move. Meanwhile, Dogecoin is well doing the same. I mean, altcoins on 1 minute time frame is basically nonsense. I don't really follow up such things. So basically, everything in the same range. Everything in pretty much same range. Didn't break any structure yet. Apple, you can see over here. We push it. We closed this gap. We closed this gap over here. That's clearly that we closed this gap. So this is basically the gap where it was. Tuesday. Oh, it's Monday, Tuesday gap. So it's interesting. I thought that is gonna be a gap from weekend, like from Sunday to Monday, but instead the it's just overnight gap. So it's an overnight gap. We got closed the overnight gap over here. We got this small spark with the news to do that, and let's see. Maybe we're gonna continue to the upside from the market. Maybe we're gonna continue. Um, so how far we are? Uh, so we 1 hour and a half on this live stream. Unfortunately, I start this live stream today a little bit later. Uh, I got busy with a kid and just couldn't start earlier. I wanted, but anyway, what we have right here on Bitcoin right now. Look at this 1 hour time frame chart. I'm gonna pop some picture there just um, to give you a glimpse of what I'm thinking. Like, look at this structure, how I see. I mean, that's obviously that is kind of creating some type of BART pattern. Uh, I mean, it could be fake one. It could be fake one. We saw many times how market is just faking from these areas. However, look at this. Once again, we got these areas of BART head trading. I'm thinking we also have inverted BART head. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. So it looks like the Bitcoin traders are respecting this pattern. And I do respect this as well. I do find it funny to actually having this type of patterns, and I find it sometimes helpful. I mean, I've tried to to ignore this type of pattern for some period, and and it just started to proven from time to time that it's pattern that's the pattern that exists, and that's the pattern which actually you can trade somehow. It's sometimes hard to take a right decision, uh, especially when you're looking on the market many in many dimensions. Like, you're trying to analyze it from sentiments, you're trying to analyze from charts, you try to analyze it from I don't know, some volume and some patterns and things like this, and even your feeling about the market, about the situation around you, and sometimes it's just hard to to accept some things. So this kind of pattern, I feel like it's having its place to be, and there is a potential for this kind of action right there, which we talked about today, right? So we talked about that the price could have some sideways here, move to the downside, retest the breakout, then move to the upside once again. That's where it actually could go, and especially on the end of September. So end of September, I didn't check the numbers, but I'm pretty sure there are gonna be some type of things like options expiry, maybe. Once again, I didn't check this one. I'm just talking from my uh, uh, feelings. Like, I got I got this feeling like we're gonna get some futures expiry, some options expiry, and things like this. That could drag the price to the downside, or there could be some kind of news that gonna impact the price in this way. And we also see this technically. We also see this technically from weekly moving average, weekly moving average 200. So this is the indicator that I'm using. Let me just pop up. So EMA or MA rebound. So you just type MA rebound, you're gonna find this. It's really simple indicator. You can set up 4 moving averages. You can pop EMA, SMA, WMA, VVMA. So you can do different type of things. You can set up different colors. And what I like about this, and what I like what trading you did not so long ago, that they added time frame, so you can choose the separate time frame for each indicator. So right now we're looking at 1 hour time frame. However, the moving averages is uh, printed from daily time frame. That's amazing. I mean, that was a game changer for TradingView at some point, and I still think this is a strong feature. And so yeah, so we're looking at daily moving average over here, and we are at resistance point. We kind of need to break 65s in order to go to the upside. And from last couple of trading days, I see that we don't have too much power. What's happening? We don't have too much power to go to the upside like from single shot. So there potential for some type of uh I don't know, maybe it's gonna get some liquidity from 60s in the end of September, and then to the upside with more force, with more speed and things like this. Uh, but right now it doesn't seem like it's gonna do this from this area. At least I don't really like how it looks. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong on this one. So we're just gonna see. We're gonna try to verify. We're gonna try to see how it goes and decide on that later. But right now, it doesn't seem like this area is the area to break out. It's not looking like so. So we got some more rejections from 500s once again. So that's like I said, it looks like that the shorts is just trying to get some big profits. Another short pop in because they probably was late on this move, so they tried again right here, and they push into the downside slightly. What about Nasdaq is happening over here? So Nasdaq is in pretty much the same way. It's actually interesting to see that Nasdaq is behaving almost the same to Bitcoin is or Bitcoin behaving almost the same to Nasdaq. Um, that's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. 22, 23. So yeah, they both in the sideways from higher time frame, and they both in the pretty much similar situation here in the intraday. So guys, that was eventful live stream. I'm really glad you joined me today. Shout out to those legends who watching this every time. Shout out to Brian. Shout out to Sylvain. You guys are killing it. You guys really legends over here. Um, so um, let's continue in the Telegram. If you have some questions, just DM me in the Telegram or in our Telegram group, or I don't know, whatever you want to. Maybe you can pop up on a trading queue as well. So that's it for today. We got really small trade, nothing too crazy. Market is kind of sideways today. Stay safe. Try to avoid some unnecessary risk on the market at the moment. And see you guys next time. I'm gonna notify you in Telegram where when we're gonna have the next live stream. I hope I could make a live stream this week, but I'm not gonna tell you that because I'm not really sure about that. I just need to fix some paperwork in the other city. So, guys, have a nice trading week. Stay profitable, and see you next time. Peace.